So that today we are going to see one another vowel. Okay, I think we have already covered all the vowels. Uh, if you remember the vowel chart, you know that so there are short vowels: patak, segol, hirek, kibbutz, kametz, hatuf. Those are short vowels, and we have long vowels: kametz, Sere, Sereyod, Hirek, Surek, Holam, Holam, Vav. Those are regular vowels. And today we will be seeing one of the um, short vowel. Okay, one of the short vowels. Short vowel. That is what called Sheva. Okay. The vowel name is called Sheva. So, this Sheva comes at a letter when there is no vowel. Okay, whether it is in the beginning or the middle of the word, when there is no vowel, actually this vowel comes. So usually the vowel will be like two dots. Okay, that will be two dots. You might have already seen this, right? If there is two dots like this, what is that? That is sere. Okay, don't confuse with that. So these two dots. This represents the vowel sheva, and this is a half vowel. I think I'm told it is a half vowel, or maybe short vowel. So why it is said half vowel? We don't have a long sound for this vowel. When it comes in a word, it should be very quick and very short. So that's what we are going to see. And this seva, we need to we need to learn some rules for understanding this seva. So, as I think I already mentioned about this, Hebrew is a spoken language. So, more than how we try to read, the people are more focused on spoken aspect of the language. So, whatever we are learning are focused on how we speak the Hebrew language. So here we will be seeing that some rules for Sheva. So Sheva comes at different part of a word. So when it comes in the beginning, when the Sheva comes in the beginning, I will give you some example. So we all know this, right? This is a meme, this is height, and here is patak, and here is lamed. So here we have Sheva. So how we are going to pronounce this word? So what is for meme? It is M. And for Sheva, we use a small letter on the top. Okay. And for height, so I think for height it should be H with small dot. Yes, it's right. H with a small dot. And for patak, what we do? A with a small circumflex like thing, and lamed L. So what is this? Mechal. Mechal. Right? So this is how we read Mechal. So this E should be very, very small. The sound of the E should be very, very small. So if it comes in the beginning, when the seva comes in the beginning, it should be pronounced with small e sound. Mehal, mehal, mehal. Okay. So it's also called vocal seva. So vocal seva means it has a sound. When it comes in the beginning, it has a sound. And we will see when it comes at the end of the word. When it comes at the end of the word, it is seva at the end of the word is always silent. Okay, seva at the end of the word is always silent. For example, so what is this? This is harat, right? Harat. So hate, H, and comets is and R, resh, and patak is and tate. So if there is a dot inside, it is T. Okay, that's all. We should not pronounce this when it comes at the end. Okay, that is not. That's it. Harat, harat. That is the sound of this pronunciation of this word. So I hope you are all clear. When the seva comes at the beginning, it has a small e sound. When it comes at the end, there is no sound. Right. Now let us go further. Now when the seva comes in the middle, when the seva comes in the middle, okay, there are two situations. There are two situations for this. Sometimes the seva comes with what? Seva comes one time. Sometimes seva comes two times. So we will see how to understand that. If it comes one time, okay, if it comes one time, and it usually falls at the end of a syllable. Okay, we also need to understand the syllabification of Hebrew words. Syllable, you know what is syllable in English? So what we do, for example, what is how we divide this word father, right? Father, that is two syllable word. What is this? Good. How many syllables? We cannot divide, right? Good. We don't say good, right? It is good. Only one syllable word. Good is one syllable word. So that is what called syllable. Syllabification means how we pronounce the word. So in the same way, if the seva comes at the middle of a word, it usually falls at the end of the Hebrew syllable. I don't know whether it is clear in the video. Isthe. Okay, if you pronounce it, it is isthe. Here, uh, here, if you might have noticed, I would not pronounce this Sheva. I would not pronounce this Sheva because for a Hebrew word, it should be consonant, vowel, and a consonant. These three makes consonant, vowel, consonant. These two, this makes one syllable. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So you can see I would not pronounce this is the. Okay, it is the, and yeah, if you want to write in transliteration, let me also write it. Y and here, and that is see, and again this is it is seen, right? It is seen, so should write a yes with a, and we don't have to put Seva here, and we can write T, and that's again Segol, E, and Hey, H. Iste, okay? This is uh, the transliteration, right? So let's continue. It's some more examples. I'll be giving you some more examples after we're done. So this is when Seva comes in the middle. Okay. So we have already seen Seva comes at the beginning, and when Seva comes at the end, there is no sound. When Seva comes at the beginning, if there is only one Seva, and also if it falls at the end of a syllable, then there is no sound. Right. Now, sometimes you may occur there are two Seva comes in the middle. For example, now see this situation. If the two Seva comes side by side, this usually occurs in the Hebrew words. So if two Seva comes, so we have to pronounce the second Seva. We have to pronounce the second Seva. So how we can pronounce this word? Y and I. What is this? Calf, right? Calf. And again T, teeth, and now they, and yeah, the woo, it's surak, right? So now how we can pronounce this? Ithevu, okay? Why this is why? Ithevu, Ithevu. So now here we see this Shava acts as a what? A half vowel. Ittevu. So here we don't pronounce this Shava, only the second Shava. This rule only comes for the middle. So you don't expect two Shavas comes at the beginning. It doesn't happen. So these are the main rules that we have to remember when we try to understand Seva. Seva comes at the beginning, there is a half sound, half vowel sound, and when Seva comes at the end, there is no sound, and when Seva comes at the middle, if there is only one Seva and if it falls at the end of a syllable, there is no pronunciation. But if there is two Seva, and the second seva should be a short sound, right? Okay, any clarification up to this point? Anybody having any clarification up to this point? Okay, right. And and sometimes combined vowel. Okay, please remember these words. This is all of hey, height, and I. These are uh, guttural letters. So it is very difficult to pronounce these letters. It is very difficult to pronounce these letters when seva comes along with that. So in Hebrew words doesn't usually in Hebrew words you don't usually find seva under seva alone under any of these words. So it usually combines with another vowel. Let me give some example. Right? So what is this? Ani. Ani. So here we see patak along with seva. Okay, this also happens sometimes. Ani. So and one more example. Ashe. Ashe. And here you can see seva is combined with segol. You have to be very careful when you are looking at here. We have segol and along with that we have seva. So how do we read this? Emet. Okay, emet. So again, when seva combines with any of the vowels like patak or segol, it usually has a small e or a sound. E or a sound. So technically it differs with words. So we will be looking at that. Whenever we read any vocabulary, whenever we learn any vocabulary, I will help you understand that pronunciation. So that is about combined vowel. And also this is about pathak and segol. And sometimes comets also come. When comets come, let me give example. So it may look like we have to. It may look like we read what this. This is we know that it is a sound, right? But when comets comes along with seva, it usually sounds odd. Okay, odd. The sound pronunciation will be o. So let's see some example. Here is a very familiar example. What is this? N, right? Na, N, and that is Patak. And here is we have Ayin. Here we should be what I told you, when Patak comes with Seva, it is actually a O sound, right? And we have M and we have E, right? That is I. Now, Naomi. Okay, you know this character, right? In the book of Ruth, we have this character Naomi. So here, even though we have the word, we have vowel patak, we pronounce it as O. That is why we say it as Naomi. This is not Naami. Okay, this is Naomi. So these are some of the basic rules in learning about Seva. So I think we'll be stopping here. Yes, we will be stopping here and we'll take up in the next class. So if you want any reference, you can always come back and you can see the video.